Well, look who we have today joining us. Is Danny. Let me see if we can. Hopefully, it's not too breezy out here. We'll see.
Nah, we should be good.
We should be good. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Dan.
Tuesday, June
21st.
21st.
Yes. So we're going to do the tag. Last week I had Christy do it with me. This week I have Danny. Jimmy's moving in. Well, Jimmy moved in on the 17th.
Yes, he did.
Which is really today. I don't know if we can do this out here.
What's wrong? You don't think it'll pick up the sound?
I'm thinking the breeze is going to be loud. The wind. You can only hear the whooshing of the microphone. Turn the microphone. We'll be right back. We're going to see how this sounds. We'll be right back. Well, we've determined it's good enough.
We'll make it work.
We'll
We're
make it work.
professionals.
But anyway, the questions this week came from Roy over at Recipes with Roy. I'm going to leave a link to Roy's channel along with everyone else that does the tag. Check them out. Maybe some weeks not everybody does it, but they actually have good content on their channel, so you want to make sure you check them out. And I will list the questions down below along with all the links. So you ready, Jan?
I'm ready.
I called you Jan.
You did, because you were going to call me Jim.
I was going to
Jimmy,
and
then Dan.
Hopefully, I know this shirt, the sleeves can. Hopefully we'll get Jimmy back doing it soon when he's all settled in. Okay, number one. Oh, the way the tag works is I ask you a question and you just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
All right, we'll try.
Okay. Number one. If you could switch places with anyone in your family for a day, who would it be?
You, because I would love to feel what it's like to be retired.
It's not so bad.
I didn't realize there were good and bad answers. I thought they're just answers.
No, there are just answers.
Yeah.
If I could switch places with anyone for a day, I would be probably one of my grandkids. I'm trying to think of which one that. Well, you know what? They kind of all just because they're young, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's different. I wouldn't do the same things they do, but.
I was playing football with Sebastian in the backyard the other day, and we played for about 15 minutes, and I had worked all day, and I had went to the gym, and I had went for a walk, and I had made dinner, and we played football for 15 minutes, and he wanted to play more, and I had to let him know that adults cannot just keep going from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. Like, adults run out of energy, and kids don't run out of energy, and he didn't understand that. He couldn't understand how I could ever stop.
Yes, that's why they say youth is wasted on the young.
Exactly.
Because it really is. Because when you're young, all you want to do is get old, and then when you're old like me, all you want to be is young again. Number two, if you could live as any person from history, not meaning only people from your history class, whose life would you choose?
Could it be like present day, or does it have to be like in the past?
It says if you could live as any person from history.
Oh, from history.
Got to be somebody in the past.
Well, you say the first thing that comes to mind, but I don't know. I'd have to think about this.
This is a hard one, Roy. This is like I put this as your, like when you say you don't like favorites. This is like that to me. Because I don't mind picking favorites, but picking somebody from history, because as a woman, there's not very many women in history that I would want to go back and be. Because they were always so subservient to men, and I didn't like. I'm not that way. I didn't raise my children that way either. So, but it is a hard one.
If I had to pick, I'd say someone like Henry Ford.
Oh, that invented the car.
Yes.
See, I would want to live in the olden days. I need all the comforts of home.
Yeah, I don't know how they. Of course, they didn't know that we had this.
Right.
Just like now, we think this is great, and in 100 years, people are going to wonder how we lived like this.
Yes, but if you really think about it, I mean, I know there's so many more conveniences in life now, but don't you find that life is more hectic now than, I mean, I know it's because you're 20 years older, but when you didn't have all of the extra stuff.
I was actually discussing this with Brooke the other day because there's a 90210 station on my cable channel, so I've been watching a lot of 90210.
That was his show.
The one thing I notice is there's no phones.
No, they don't have any phones.
Like, they just live their life, and granted, they were rich and they were luxurious, but if they were alone, they were truly alone. With a phone,
Yeah,
you're never
you're
truly
never
alone.
alone. You're
Somebody
never
can
alone.
always find you with a phone. You don't have to answer it, but you're still
Being
distracted.
tracked. Well,
Yeah,
you're being
still
tracked.
distracted.
Because everything that they said that they were going to invent to make life easier for you, I find makes life more complicated.
Now, I want to be clear. I do not want to give up my phone
He
at
will
all.
never give up his
I
phone.
do not want to give it up. But it is nice thinking back to a time when I was younger, when I didn't have a phone, and I still enjoyed life. And I think it actually was better.
Right.
I think life was better not having a phone.
Yes, I agree with that. And you know, all the grandkids have phones, and they've had them since they were what, like 8, 9 years
Well,
old.
Oliver is turning 10 next week, and he's getting his first phone for his birthday. But he's had an iPad for a couple of years.
Yeah. Does he know he's getting a phone?
Apparently, he told me today.
So anyway, if I had to pick somebody in history, I guess I would pick. I could live as any person from history for one day. I guess just the way I am, Susan B. Anthony, because I think that she just strived for so many things in life, and I think I would be that. Number 3, if you could invent one thing, what would it be?
Oh, man.
I know what mine is, hands down.
I don't know. There's so many things I wanted to invent, and then they turned out to be real things.
Mine is not a real thing. I would invent a portal that I could just open a door and be wherever I wanted to be. I could meet all of my YouTube subscribers. I could go and see my family whenever I wanted to go see them, out of town families. I could go oh, you know what, today I'd like to go see the Grand Canyon. I could walk through this portal and I'd be at the Grand Canyon. I think I'd like to go to England today. Open up go through the portal and I'd be there. That would be what I would like to invent. They did it on Star Trek. Remember, they beam them down, beam me up, Scotty, and all that.
I don't know. I can't really think of anything that I want to invent. That's why I'm not an inventor.
Yeah.
It's because I can't think of anything I'd want to invent.
You can share the portal with me.
There we go.
We'll invent it together. Number 5, if you could pick a TV... Oh, I know this one you're going to pick. If you could pick a TV show to be on, the setting for your life, which show would it be? Oh, I'm surprised you're not...
Well, you're not going to... Wait, that might not surprise you. But I would say Entourage. Because, man, that looks like a good life. They're golfing all day. It's like this every single day of the year. They're movie stars. Get up when they want. Go to bed when they want. They do whatever they want. I would say Entourage.
See, I thought you were going to put 90210.
No.
Because you like that show so much. What would you think I would pick?
What, Andy Griffith?
Andy Griffith. I'd love to live in Mayberry. I would. But the only thing I'd need a fast food restaurant. But I like that way of life. I don't like the hustle and bustle. I live in a city. I don't live in a city now, but I've lived in a city most of my life when we lived in Detroit. And now I live in a suburb. But I couldn't live in the country, which I know that's what Mayberry was the country. But I just like the setting of the
Yeah, but they had a town. Everybody was attached to the town.
Right. So I would say Mayberry. If you could be famous, what would you want to be famous for?
Well, I want to be a country star like Garth Brooks.
There you go. Because, I just noticed, I got to answer mine. If I could be, what was the question? If you could be famous, what would you want to be famous for? Is that what I just asked?
Yep.
I would like to be famous for being a philanthropist, that I had so much money that I could just give to the poor and that. 'Cause I was telling Danny earlier because we're having here in Michigan problems with the bank services because there's outages. So our debit cards, which is another reason, when we only dealt with cash, you didn't have that problem.
Exactly.
But now everybody deals with debit cards, and then you always can get your money stolen quicker. I know people could have robbed you before, but anyway, why was I on this subject? Were you paying attention to me?
Is this are we still in the philanthropist thing?
Yeah. Oh, because I bought I went to buy a lottery ticket, and there was a young kid, and he was with his friends, and he was buying everybody drinks and chips and stuff like that, and his card wasn't working, and every time he put the card in, it would go denied, 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 and his friends were just, oh yeah, okay, and then they were leaving one by one, and they left him there all alone, and he kept saying, I know my card works, I know my card works, and so I walked over there to pay for it for him, And he says, no, that's okay. I know what he says. I don't have a lot of money, but I know I have enough money to pay for everybody's drinks. And I go, well, you know, sometimes things happen. I put my card in, denied, and now I know I got enough money on my card. So I went over to the cashier. I said, there's something wrong with this machine. So then she said that they were having some problems with it. So she did some kind of override, and she took his card, took his money. But I was going to pay for it. So I would want to be a philanthropist. But what I was meant to tell you before, because Christy had to help me with this, Jimmy and I always miss a question.
Oh, so you were worried you were going to skip over one?
Yes, which we did. We did skip over one.
Just today?
Just right now, yeah.
What did we skip over?
We skipped over, if you could, number 4. This is the one I knew you know. If you could have any celebrity as your best friend, which celebrity would you pick?
Who would it be?
Who would he pick? Let's say it together.
Garth Brooks.
I keep telling him that I'm going to call Garth Brooks up and tell him he's dying. We're going to put him in a bed. He's going to be like, oh. So he'll come and give him a charity visit.
There you go.
Mine would be, I would want to meet Harrison Ford. I just really would want to meet Harrison Ford. So maybe Harrison and Garth can get together.
Yeah. Maybe on the set of Indiana Jones 10.
Yeah. You know what? Harrison could fly him in on his helicopter.
Oh, no.
He could land in the middle of the street.
No, we want Garth to make it here. Harrison Ford is not a very good pilot.
He's never crashed. He's always landed.
No, he crashed.
He landed and walked away.
Yeah. He was very lucky. Very lucky.
Okay, now we did number 1, we number 2, we did number 3, we did number 4, we did 5, 6. Okay, now we're on 7.
Okay.
Don't let us miss any.
Okay.
If you could only eat at one restaurant forever, what restaurant would it be? I'll tell you which one I know it wouldn't be for me. Chick-fil-A. There's never not a line there.
Well, I know what it wouldn't be for me. It'd be Crapplebee's for sure.
I see. Now I like Applebee's.
Yeah. Gross.
He hasn't been there in years. They changed their menu.
Gross.
Such a resounding.
I don't know. I would say, well, it'd have to be one. So, like, I love pizza, but I like to spread out my pizza to different places. So, I don't know. It sounds boring, but I'll just say Texas Roadhouse.
I like Texas Roadhouse. I would pick Outback because I love everything. You know what, though?
Alice's Spring Chicken.
I like the Alice's Spring Chicken, but I think Olive Garden has a better variety of foods.
They do.
I could only pick one. No, I think I'd pick the Firehouse. Only because they have pizzas and beers, or pizza and burgers.
Where's their Firehouse?
Over on Gratiot and 22. Gratiot and 22, the Firehouse Pub.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Gratiot and 22. Yeah, I would pick the Firehouse because then if I felt like a pizza, I could have a pizza. If I felt like a burger, I could have a burger. If I felt like a salad, that's where I would go. Number 8, if you could be immortal, what age would you choose to stop aging at?
35.
Why?
Because I think you're mature enough and have a sense of the world enough at 35, and you're also not quite declining yet. And I know it's your age. You're thinking me. You're thinking me at 45.
I was thinking about declining.
Like
I'm going for physical therapy because I'm 72 and I'm feeling like I'm declining.
But at 35, you're
35. I was playing on a baseball team. I never even thought about I was getting old.
I know, but I my ankle is sore today. Like, you've accumulated more injuries through life the older you get. 35, you're still kind of bouncing back from them.
That's half my age. It's like,
yeah, but you'll be 35 forever.
I guess.
So.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was going to pick 30 only because I thought I was done with having my children by then. I still could enjoy having my children grow up and still be 30. I know they would pass me up in age, but I wouldn't care. I never even thought about the agility part of it.
Well, yeah.
That. But I just thought you're a little bit more financially secure by the time you're 30. You're into your careers. You've got your house and stuff like that. Oliver's calling you.
All right, calm down.
The boys are in the pool.
Let's act like we're a happy family for the rest of the video, at least.
Oh. I think I'm going to outlive this guy over here. He's only 45. Jeez. Oh, Pete. Oh, so he would be 35. I would be 30.
Well, yeah, because like you said, all the financial things and all that, 35, you'd have even more than 30. And then you're still going to know more about life at 35. You're still going to know more about the world at 35.
But according to you, you're starting to fall apart at 35.
Well, no, you like, I definitely don't feel today like I did when I was 35. I don't feel the same. I feel worse.
I feel the same now, other than my balance. But other than that, I feel the same now at 72 that I did at 62.
Physically?
Physically, yes. Other than my balance.
How do you feel now compared to, other than your balance, how do you feel now physically compared to when you were 35?
Oh no, 35.
Exactly.
35. I was playing baseball. I was running the bases. I was a hell of a shortstop. I really was a good shortstop.
See?
But well,
I'm right.
I don't know about that. Number 9. If you could eliminate one thing, I know what yours is going to be on this one too. If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be?
What, besides work, or
That's
can I
what
just say
was gonna
work?
say. I was going to say work.
It gets in the way of all the fun stuff.
Well, I bought a lottery ticket for the Mega Millions on Friday.
So I may never have to go back.
Yeah, we won't know.
Yesterday could have been my last day, and I don't even know it.
Yeah, really, you don't know that, because I could be winning, and I'd give them at least $10,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I
I'd
wouldn't
put
get
that
the
on
whole
red.
I wouldn't put the whole red, because I think it's $279, but if you take the buyout, you get $151. But then the government takes half, so that still would only leave me with $75 million.
Yeah, I think.
So I'd have to just give you $1,000.
And we just divide that by 5.
Yeah, we'll see. If I could eliminate one thing from my daily routine, it would be I don't know. I'm retired, so I have a pretty good daily routine.
That's why, like, I want to. If I could be anybody in the family for a day, that's why I picked you. Because you can't even think of one thing you want to eliminate from your daily routine. Why would I? No. How would I not want that life for a day?
That's true. I'd have to really think hard on this one, because, like you said, that there's not anything other than, like, I don't do it on a daily basis. I'm paying a bill, but I mean, other than that, I have the money now. When I was 35, I don't know that I had that much money to pay all my bills, but I would have a hard time picking one thing I could eliminate from my routine, to be honest. Number 10, if you could rename yourself, what name would you pick?
I don't know. I like my name. I've never wanted a different name.
You didn't want Chad Gregory?
No.
That's what Danny was going to be, Chad Gregory.
I never even thought of having a different name.
I don't like Sandra, but I like Sandy. Your bathing suit's hanging on the hook over here.
I got one.
If I could rename myself, what name would you pick? I'd like a unique name. I don't know. I don't like my middle name, Lynn.
Sandy Lynn.
Sandy Lynn Manning. Sandra Lynn Manning was my name.
Wait, why don't you have that last name?
Because I got married. And
because Papa's last name is Carrico.
Dan Carrico?
Yep.
Oliver Carrico?
I don't know. I like Sandy, I guess. I just don't like Sandy. If I could rename myself, it would be Sandy, not Sandra. How's that sound?
There you go.
Okay, well, thank you, Dan, for doing the questions. You did really well.
Oh, well, thank you.
We didn't skip that one question.
Nope.
Only because that one I knew that I wanted to make sure Danny answered. Otherwise, we probably would have skipped it if it was just Christy or... Oh, no, Christy wouldn't have let us skip one. But anyway, that's going to do it. So check out the questions down below and answer them if you want. Janice answered them last week, and Becky and Craig answered them, and a couple other people, and I forgot your names. I should have wrote them down, but I will start mentioning people that are actually doing them along with me. But check out the other videos, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. I'm not really sure.
Subscribe to my
See if I can
channel,
see
Mr.
here.
Nook.
Oh yeah, go over to...
No, I don't.
I thought I had the list here. Oh, here is the schedule to see who's next. Carrie over at Weight Watchers with Carrie is next week. So hopefully Carrie does the questions. We'll see. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
Bye.